Good late morning. It seemed like it was cloudy when I was upstairs, but I see now it's sunny. Today is Tuesday, September 22nd, and it's a hot one. It's going to be in the 80s today. But today is the autumn equinox, which means it's officially the first day of fall. I would rather it was a cool, crisp day for the first day of fall, but it's not. Unfortunately, we are getting off to a very late start today. We had a pretty rough night. Ben got to bed on time, I think. Megan and I were up quite late because, a combination of things. I was finishing an upload and she stayed down here to shut my computer off for me when that was done, and I was reading until 11:30, I think. So she and I got to bed fairly late, and then she and I were both up in the night with tummy troubles. We talked to each other about 2:45 a.m., but I was up I woke up at 2, and then I know I didn't get back to sleep until it was well after 5. So that sucked. We both have fairly frequent sleep issues, but Megan's sleep issue is that she has a very hard time getting to sleep at night initially. It takes her just hours and hours and hours to fall asleep. And my understanding is that's kind of a typical thing for teenagers, something with their circadian rhythms and stuff, but she and I were just talking about it, and we don't understand why she has that problem, especially to the extent that she does. Because I get her up, well, not today, but I get her up normally at a good time in the morning, and she gets plenty of exercise during the day. She got plenty of exercise and fresh air yesterday. She doesn't drink any caffeine. We don't know why it takes her basically all night to fall asleep. So it's a problem. Anybody got any tips or suggestions on that? And no, we're not going to take anything for it. And then my problem, which I've had for as long as I can remember, is maintenance insomnia. Now, last night I woke up because my stomach was bothering me, but I'm kind of basically, I think it's been since I became a mom. So since I was about 24 years old, I think that's when it started, because I don't remember having trouble with this before that, but I am a pretty light sleeper, and like almost anything will wake me up. And then once I get woken up, I can't get back to sleep. Like, it takes me just hours to fall back asleep. Not always. Sometimes I can get back to sleep pretty quickly, but a lot of the time it takes me hours to get back to sleep, and it's really annoying. Does anybody else have this problem? What do you do for these issues? Please share them in the comments below, because we could really use some help. Taking a look at today's whiteboard, we have 3 things, and this is all going to be one thing of errands. And this is kind of what I do since the pandemic. Well, I would do this normally, but especially since the pandemic. I barely ever get in my car. So, as you noticed, yesterday I did not use my car at all. Sunday, I did go get food on Sunday. But today, these will be all one trip. And it won't be till like around 4 o'clock. So, I need to drop off my absentee ballot, which you saw in yesterday's video. My dad came and signed as a witnessed it for me, so I could do that. They did put a stamp on it for me, so I could easily mail it. And there's a month and a half until the election, so I'm sure the mail would get it there. It's literally got to go like 8 blocks from my house. But since I do live so close, I'm just going to drop it down there myself. And also, I'm curious to see what the drop box looks like, because this is the first year, actually, that I've ever done absentee ballots. I usually vote in person, but because of the pandemic, I've been doing that. And then I'm going to go pick up my library books. And if you've seen our 2 videos, and I'll link one of them up above, where we talk about things we're looking forward to after the pandemic, one of the things I said was going to the library. And I've talked about how the library's been changing. Currently, 10 people can be inside the library at once, and you don't need an appointment to go in there. However, I went in there briefly recently, and it was unrecognizable. They changed so much stuff, and there's so much plexiglass everywhere, and like all the furniture is gone. And it was kind of like upsetting to me to see it like that. And so I don't really think I'm going to go in there. I do all my library stuff online and then I still like to do the curbside pickup. You now have to make an appointment though for curbside pickup, but you do it online and it's super easy. And my appointment today is for 4, but my understanding of that is that it's actually like a 1-hour window between 4 and 5. So as long as I get there sometime after 4. And then I'll show you what that's like. And then it's Taco Tuesday. We always get tacos or Mexican on Tuesdays. So that's what will be for dinner tonight. Ben also woke up late, and I'm not sure why he woke up so late, but he asked if he could wait and start school right after lunch, and I said that was fine because by the time I finished everything upstairs and got down here and stuff, I'm so behind today. It was almost 11 by the time I got to my computer. So, and Megan's still not downstairs. It's after 11 now. And so our morning is completely shot. We completely lost the morning. And I had a video go up this morning. It's Tuesday and I have videos go up on Tuesday, and it is our September Universal Yums video. So I need to watch that over like I talked about in yesterday's video. And it is 20 something minutes long. So I'm going to do that right now, and then I will probably get lunch started. Okay, for lunch today, I'm making chicken fried rice, and then I just put it in a little bit of olive oil, and then because Megan doesn't care for fried rice, I also make some white rice, which is in here, and to give her a little more substance, I am toasting her English muffin. Oh, there it is. And I gave her some almonds because she likes almonds for a little bit of protein. And then Ben and I will have mostly chicken fried rice, and I usually put some nuts on top, either cashews or peanuts. One of my least favorite tasks, household tasks, is I have a lot of household tasks I don't like, but one of my least favorites is cleaning up the kitchen after a meal. Feels like a lot of work to me. That's one of the tasks I don't like. Like, you know, having to like clean up all the pots and pans and plates and dishes and stuff. And then along with that, there are 3 things I really struggle to keep up with. And like these 3 things alone, I feel like take so much of my time on a daily basis. Tell me if these are the same for you guys. One is the garbage and the recycling, okay? I just feel like the garbage, and not just this big kitchen garbage, but the little garbage cans all throughout the house, I feel like they're always full. Like they're always full and they always need to be emptied. And then the recycling bin, which is down here, down the back steps, I missed. I feel like the recycling bin is always full and like needs to be taken out. We have a little inside rectangular recycling bin, and then we have a big recycling bin out by the garbage dumpster outside that gets picked up at the curb. So we take the small recycling bin out and dump it into the big one, and then they only pick up the recycling every other week, but they pick up the garbage every week. So that's one thing, is garbage and recycling. And we go through a lot of tissues, a lot of Kleenex, and I think that's because all of us have allergies and stuff. We use a lot of Kleenex. We have at least one Kleenex box in every single room in the house, and for whatever reason, they seem to always run out all at the same time. So we must be using them in every room equally. And keeping like in stock of Kleenex, well, it's probably true for everyone, but Kleenex, paper towels, and toilet paper it's so hard to keep those supplied. I actually probably have the least trouble with toilet paper, which is ironic because of the pandemic, but we go through a lot of paper towels and we go through a lot of Kleenex. And I think that a big part of that right now is because we're all home all the time and we're washing our hands much more. And the kids, for whatever reason, we have a towel here, but I change the towels in the bathrooms pretty frequently. And when we wash our hands at the kitchen sink, we just always use the paper towels. And I don't know, that just feels more hygienic. And so we go through a lot of paper towels. But as far as the tasks, the garbage and the recycling is one thing. Laundry is a second thing. just keeping up with laundry. And like I said in a previous video, I only do laundry once a week, but this is the laundry basket that is upstairs inside like the walk-in closet, and it's full already. And we just emptied this Sunday. I did laundry on Saturday, like all the laundry. This was full again Sunday, had to go back downstairs, and now it's Tuesday and it's full again. And so if I let this get any fuller than this, it's gonna be too heavy for us to pick up. So we fill this one, and then we have separate laundry baskets that we sort this into in the basement by the laundry stuff. It's basically by person. I have one basket for me, one basket for Megan. This is all mixed. One basket for me, one basket for Megan, one basket for Ben. And then I have a socks basket, I have a whites basket, I have a towels basket, and then I have a like special stuff delicates basket that I don't do all the time, but it's like to remind me that, you know, this stuff has to be flat dried or whatever, stuff like that. So laundry is the second thing that I feel like is really hard to keep up with. And then the third thing that's hard to keep up with is dishes. I run the dishwasher full every day without fail, sometimes twice a day. I am like praying. This dishwasher is 9 years old, and I'm just praying it hangs on the rest of the time we live here, because I've already replaced the dishwasher in this house twice. We actually reconfigured the kitchen cabinets when we bought this house because it didn't have a dishwasher. I have to have a dishwasher, especially when there were 5 of us living here. I mean, I go through so many dishes, and there's no way I could live without a dishwasher. There's just no way. I mean, I have enough trouble just keeping up with the dishes with the dishwasher. If I had to wash them by hand, forget it. We'd be using paper plates because there's too much. And I don't know about you guys, but I always have that problem where I need a particular pan or something and it's in the dishwasher. And it's just so frustrating. So laundry, dishes, garbage, and recycling. Those are the 3 tasks. I feel like they're never ending. They're always full. They just need to be done constantly, and it's so time consuming. Is that the same for you? Let me know in the comments below. Something else I'm doing since the pandemic is after the dirty clothes are out of a basket, I use a Lysol wipe and I wipe down the laundry baskets, because you know, there's not a lot of evidence that the virus lasts very long on fabric, but just in case, I like to be on the safe side, and just for other things that could be in there too, you know, E. coli or, you know, any kind of virus or bacteria. I've kind of made a habit out of this now, of wiping down the laundry basket to keep it sanitary. And I forgot to put a new bag in. How many of you have done that? Thrown something in the garbage can before you realize there's no bag in there. That's the worst. My ex-husband did that one time with coffee. Coffee from with the coffee filter from the coffee maker. Yeah, I basically had to get a new garbage can. It's 12:50. I finally got cleaned up from lunch, and we are finally starting school. Okay, this is obviously not ideal. We much prefer it to be like it was yesterday, where Ben got all of his school done by lunch. But you know, one of the benefits of virtual school is that we can do it at our own schedule. And so when quirky things happen, like we didn't get a good night's sleep and we all slept too late, we can still do school today and it's fine. So that's actually a really nice benefit of online school. I am now going to work on my Italian a little bit. Okay, I just reordered my video release schedule again. I do that a lot. I change my mind. I decided I'm gonna put all these videos in order in 1 week so that they come out on the same day of the week as the day they were filmed, so you can see what each day was like. And so that made it necessary for me to have to bump down some travel vlogs into a different order. So I just finished doing that, and now I'm going to work on some Italian. Okay, so I have 3 topics that have cracked, and I need to review them. Food 2, because there was a food 1, possession, and colors. Okay. Italian of the three is the one I find the most challenging. Okay. I am not hungry. Non ho fame.
Gli uomini pranzano al ristorante.
Sometimes they say stuff pretty fast and it's hard I have to listen to it again slow.
Gli uomini pranzano al ristorante. Ristorante.
Okay, so that's the men have dinner at the restaurant. Oh, it's have lunch. Okay.
Il tacchino mangia.
Il tacchino.
Tacchino.
The turkey eats.
La verdura è nel panino. La verdura
The vegetables
è nel panino. Panino.
is not on the plate. The vegetable is not on the plate. Oh, no. The vegetables are in the sandwich. I wasn't even close.
Io mangio un pomodoro.
I eat a tomato.
Le donne pranzano al ristorante. Le donne pranzano al ristorante.
The women have lunch at the restaurant.
Mangiano la marmellata.
I eat the marmellata.
Marmellata.
Jam. A very long word in Italian for a very short word in English. Oh, shoot. They eat the jam. Okay.
Il cuoco cucina il pasto. Il cuoco cucina il pasto.
The cook cooks the pasta? No, pasto. Pasto is not pasta. Pasta is pasta. The meal. Okay.
Il cuoco cucina il pasto.
Same sentence. They have you do it different ways. Like they have you listen to it and choose the words from a big bunch of words. Now they're making me type it myself. The cook cooks the meal.
Non è acido.
Now here they don't give me anything to look at. I just have to listen and type it in Italian.
Non è acido.
It is not sour.
La marmellata non è dolce.
La marmellata.
La marmellata non è dolce.
The jam is not sweet. Oh, I was supposed to write it in, oh, I did write it in Italian. I spelled marmellata wrong. That's what was wrong there. They do count spelling, so you have to spell it right. 3 things were frustrating. I'm frustrated with today. One is both Ben and Megan needed my full attention at the same time, and Megan needed my help. She's got to do 2 papers, essays for both American government and English, and she needed my help with both of them. And that's the point she was at, where she was ready to do that, and I was trying to help Ben with his social studies. And so that's a challenge of this, is sometimes they both need me at the exact same time, and I'm only one person. And then the second thing I'm frustrated with is, oh my gosh, I just struggled with my Italian lesson. Even the reviewing of the stuff I'd already learned, I was struggling with. And then my new lesson for today, which I did like 3 or 4 sections actually, was prepositions. And oh my gosh, that was hard. Like along and between, and it just seemed really challenging to me today. And I already struggle with the Italian anyway. Italian, French, and Spanish are all Latin-based Romance languages. But for whatever reason, and I took one partial term of Italian in college. I've had years and years of French, and I never took Spanish in school at all, but I've picked up enough Spanish from actually substitute teaching Spanish and from just life exposure to Spanish. And I find Spanish to be really similar to French in a lot of ways. And you'd think Italian would be along the same lines, but Italian I just find really, really difficult. Has anybody else taken Italian, and do you find it challenging? I just really find Italian challenging. I'm also very tired. I probably really could have used a nap today because I did not get enough sleep last night. But the day just got started so late, and I really, if I don't nap like as close as possible after lunch, like if I don't lay down by like 1, it's going to be too late, and then that really messes me up. Either I won't be able to fall asleep at all, or I'll be sleeping too late, and then that messes me up for bedtime. So I just kind of powered through, but being tired on top of trying to do the Italian, which was challenging, was difficult. And then the third thing I'm frustrated with is I emailed Ben's virtual teacher a couple days ago because looking ahead because we can look ahead what all their lessons and everything are on their program for school. And he's got 6 virtual labs. And the program is really good. It does walk you through each lab. You're not actually doing anything. They're doing everything virtually. You know, like they make you like move stuff on the screen and things like that, but they're going through step by step and explaining it. But they're very long and they're very time consuming. And you had to do like calculations along the way and stuff. And Megan and I both tried to help him with this first lab that he had for science, and we were getting the answers right, but it was telling us that we had the answers wrong because either we would round it and then the program wouldn't, or we wouldn't round it and then the program would. And so it was always telling us we were wrong. We just found it very frustrating, found the lab very difficult to do. And, you know, Megan and I were trying to help him and we were really frustrated. And so I had emailed his virtual teacher last week, I think it was, telling her that we were really, really frustrated with this lab. And then she emailed me back right away last week and apologized that it was really frustrating for us and that she was going to look into it. She was going to go into the lab herself and see what it was like. And she was going to talk to one of the instructional coaches at the school, which like actually helps teachers with their teaching, and that she'd get back to me. Well, today she put a message on Ben's class thing and said that since other kids were able to do it, she was just going to reset it and have him try it again. And I really don't feel like that was a very helpful solution. Like, she didn't address our frustrations with the calculations at all, which I explained to her. She didn't address any of that. She's just like, well, some other kids were able to do it, so here, I'm going to reset it and make you start over and do it again. So I was not happy about that at all. So that's something that I'm frustrated about. So this is not the greatest day so far. We're having kind of a tough day. Now we're getting to the point, my kids were doing so well and they were, you know, all ahead in their classes like constantly. And now they're getting like where they're having trouble even maintaining being on target, which is a little bit nerve-wracking because we liked being ahead and I don't want them to get behind. All right, I'm leaving to run the errands. School was basically an exercise in frustration today. I sent a fairly angry email to my son's virtual teacher because the long and short of it is she did not help us. She didn't get back to me about the issues that we were having. She just basically told Ben, try again, and didn't actually answer any of my questions. And we had even more problems. So I'm a little frustrated. We'll see what she says this time. Okay, I have garbage to take out. Neither of the kids want to come with me. Oh, it's hot out. All the school buses are going by right now because school just got out. Hold on. The garbage bin is overflowing. Remember earlier when I said I can't keep up with the garbage? Okay, so I've got my absentee ballot and my purse. Okay, I'm gonna set this here because I need to show you something. I have my same tripod, but I had to get a new thing for the top, and it's taller than the old one, and so this doesn't sit in the car like the old one did. I'm still here. Okay, I need to show you something. When we do curbside pickup, we have to hold up a little sign. I keep it in the glove box with our alias for the library. And since the kids aren't coming with me, I don't have one of them to sit here and hold it up to the window, so I have to tape it to the car window. So that's on there now, and now we can go. Okay, I've got my mask on. I'm turning on the air conditioning because it's actually really hot. And hopefully this doesn't fall, because yeah, that's definitely an issue that's taller now. Okay, looks like most of the buses have gone past. We get a lot of school buses go past our house because we're very close to the schools. There's 3 schools. The elementary, middle school, and high school are all within a few blocks of our house. One of the elementary schools. There's 6 in our town. Okay. You will see that the library is not very far away. Oh, and we found a second free little library. If you follow me on Instagram, I posted about Instagram. There's one right here, the second house in down this block, just around the corner from our house. And then we found another one that's new, going the other way, just on the next block from our house. So I have 2 options within walking distance of my house where I can donate, because sometimes I do have books that I buy and I don't read them again. So once I'm done reading them, I like to give them to the free little library, little free library. I feel like it should be free little library, but it's actually little free library, which doesn't roll off the tongue, I don't think, as well. But I put them in there so other people can enjoy the books too. Squirrel. He made it. I've never hit. I don't think I've ever hit a squirrel. Okay, so what's gonna happen is I'm gonna pull up to the library and just park at the curb, and then I have to get out because I have to open the back hatch because they put the books in your trunk and I don't have a button. A lot of people have a button, they can just open it from in the car, but I don't. So you're gonna see me get out of the car and go around and open the back. But then they do shut it for me, which is nice. And unfortunately there are people parked where I'm supposed to pull up, which they should not be. So I'm actually having to pull up to the yellow line. So I'm basically parking right in front of the door where they can see the paper that I put in my window. And now I'm gonna go open the back. So like I said earlier, I have a 4 o'clock appointment, but it's 10 appointments every hour. So I think that what it is that you can come anytime within that hour. It's 4:13 right now. It takes them a couple minutes because they have to see that I'm out here and look at my sign to see who I am. And then they put all the books in a paper bag with handles. So the only thing that they touch are the handles. Well, I'm sure they touch the books so they can chuck them out to me, but they quarantine all the books when you return them at all the libraries around us, like in all of Wisconsin, I think, for 96 hours. And this happened the last time I was here too. The guy comes out and cleans the door handles like every time somebody comes in. I think they have an employee sitting right in the lobby. It's like an airlock and the restrooms are in there. And they have someone sitting in there to count the people and make sure that they don't have more than 10. And I think every time somebody goes in and pulls the door handle, that person comes out and sterilizes that door handle. So that's pretty cool. I hope I wasn't supposed to be here right at 4. But if that's the case, I don't know how they're supposed to do 10 appointments in an hour if everybody shows up all at the same time. There's not enough space to park. Oh, and now someone's leaving. or no, here she comes with my books. And he held the door open for her. Thank you, Anne.
So you got a bag, Nicole?
No, I don't. Sorry. They always ask me that. So she just puts them in the bag for me, and then she goes back inside. Okay, and now I have a green light. I'm literally crossing the street. And City Hall is right here. They're kitty corner from each other. And I'm actually gonna turn around in the bank parking lot so I can park on that side. I hope I don't get in trouble for filming inside City Hall. I'll try to be subtle. I probably won't talk. There's an appliance store over here, and there's 3 trucks loading appliances in and out right now, and they're blocking the road. Okay, it's 30-minute parking in front of City Hall. I'm sure I do not need 30 minutes. Okay, so first thing, take down my sign. And I'm actually also gonna go back there and get my books, because if I don't go get them right away, I forget, and then they're back there. I mean, I would remember like when we went to bed tonight, because it'd be like, where's my books? But I don't want to run out to the car then after I've already gone to bed. I'm gonna go inside now and drop off my ballot. I actually think I'm not gonna film, so I'll just tell you about it when I come back. Never mind, it's outside. It's right here. Here's my bag of books, and I actually got a lot of them, and I really appreciate this. They always give me a copy of Book Page, which like tells you about new books and stuff, so that's kind of nice. And looks like I got 3 novels again, and I cannot read that fast. So I got 3 novels last week too, and I read one of them in 3 days, and I'm reading the second one as fast as I can, but I'm gonna be struggling to finish it before it's due. They were all 14-day checkouts, so you can only have them for 2 weeks instead of the normal 3, and I can't renew any of them because I can see on the website that lots of other people are waiting for them. I tend to read newly released novels, and so usually there's lots of other people in line waiting to read them after me. I'm gonna have to read that one as quick as I can, and I will not get to the 3rd one. I'll probably go to one of these, and then I'm gonna have to probably return the other 2 and put them back on my queue, on my hold queue. Now I'm gonna go get the tacos, because it's Taco Tuesday. One thing about our town is we have an abundance of Mexican restaurants. We have more Mexican restaurants, I think, than any other type of restaurant in our town. There's a fairly significant population of Mexican Americans and Mexican immigrants that live around here. So we have a lot of really good Mexican restaurants to choose from. I don't know how many of them, well, all restaurants and stuff are open in Wisconsin, which is probably not a good idea, but we haven't gone to any of like the sit-down ones where you can, like this table service type Mexican restaurants since the pandemic started, so I don't know what that's like, but I'm just getting drive-through. We have quite a few Asian restaurants too. The one thing I would say that we're really lacking in the actual city that I live in is family restaurants. Like good sit-down family restaurants. There's only like 1. There used to be more, and they just all went out of business. So, I mean, I would love even like a chain family restaurant like Denny's or something. I don't know, we have nothing like that. So, I mean, right now during the pandemic, when I don't want to be eating inside a restaurant anyway, I don't really care. But like when we say like, hey, let's go out to eat, you really almost have to go to the next bigger city to find any like good sit down places to eat, because our town has a severe shortage of them.